As Arnie mentioned, I have been on sabbatical this year, and I am also in the second year of a very long, never-ending, acrimonious divorce. And so I can't think of a better opportunity for what some people call a midlife crisis, but which I prefer to call a midlife reawakening. I have made every effort that I can have had in the past year to step outside of my comfort zone and have taken up a variety of hobbies. I learned how to knit again. I became certified in Zumba instruction, Zumba being Latin dance aerobics. I took a digital media course. And for those who know me well, know that that is really stepping outside of my comfort zone because I am a complete Luddite. I took aviation ground school with my son and passed with flying colors, no pun intended. I also studied lots of things which I can't remember right now. But most recently, I took up yoga. And most recently, I decided to study belly dancing. I thought it was high time that I took formal instruction after having faked it so frequently at parties over the last 20 years. My guests were either too drunk or too clueless to know the difference between the real thing and the authentic thing. Moreover, I never dance alone. I always dance together with friends, and perhaps they thought that the variations in styles were a reflection of our diverse ethnic backgrounds, as I dance with my friends who hail from Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Egypt, and England. Maybe they thought I was doing Brazilian belly dancing. Several of us decided, let's take a class. And so a couple of months ago, we started taking a belly dancing class and stood before this wall-sized mirror and realized that we were not just fakes. We were total dorks. We were clueless dorks. We've had about 5 lessons now. And so today, I would like to tell you what I have learned. Because you see, it's not about the belly, and it's not about the hips. I have been wrong about it all these decades. One of the things that helps with belly dancing is to have a little jingle with your jiggle. It doesn't mean that you need it, it's not necessary, but it makes it more festive. And I'm not going to show off my belly today. But all along I thought that it was a figure 8 that you do with the hips. And then I realized that was just a myth. Most belly dancers do not do this figure 8. Sometimes they'll do a half circle, sometimes they'll do a full circle. But oftentimes, we're just going to wiggle one hip. What we learned is that it's really about the arms, which are constantly in movement. A belly dancer pays more attention to her arms than any other part of her body. She can also use accessories and wrap them around her head, or she can do this with a scarf. But really, what's most fun about belly dancing is what she does with her arms. Whether it's picking the grapes, turning the doorknob, kneading the dough, or anything else she decides to do with those arms. Because that is what is really going to distract her audience, and everything else that she does with her body is incidental. Well, we have now had 5 classes, and I'm sorry to say, but we still feel like dorks. But at least we feel like slightly more graceful dorks. And we enjoy ourselves so much. Not just the dancing, but also the music, and most of all, laughing at ourselves. Because if you can't laugh at yourself, what's the point? Mr. Toastmaster.